The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders.
The kickoff for the Falcons.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On first and 10, here's Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A try here for the extra point.
For the point after.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Raiders nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And a nice gain of 21 yards from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Second and 11 now.
At the Raiders' 12-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That's good.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Come on. Under 10, 10. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 4. Watch the safety creep.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 31.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Play action. Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26. Space. Left 3. Check 43.
To throw again. Ryan going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders, nothing.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down.
Fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Third and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now Ito Smith. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
18-yard line.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Gurley.
What's up?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. Breaks through the contact. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They run. It's Gurley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
Hey, 59, ready? Switch. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keith Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's when you send out the apple dropped on his head, right?
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Falcons 28, Raiders 0. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Tyrell Williams.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Damontae Kazee. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now the 5th-year running back, it's Jalen Richard.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up
back near his goal line. Here's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Raiders.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It's now third down.
25, check 25, check 25.
On third down, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. The 40. And all the way down to the 29. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 48 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly?
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Raiders nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This time Ryan will throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Hayden Hurst, originally drafted by these Ravens, a first-round pick in 2018, and he was sort of overshadowed by Mark Andrews, who was a 4th-round pick that year. So Baltimore shipped him to Atlanta the offseason in a package that wound up netting the Ravens J.K. Dobbins. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw again is Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
That's a 28-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The tackle made.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Falcons.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Raiders nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And they all almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
A.J. Cole.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Taken from just outside the 30. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons add on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Raiders nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
49.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Complete to
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 22.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
at their own.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Gurley again here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First and 10.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. That'll bring up second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
46 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Ryan's throw caught by Jones and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. 21. 21.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Darren Waller.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And 2 at the 39.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Aguilar.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
It's a gain of
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Carr completes it. Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes.